I let you go.
So I am here today with my friend Angelique. Hi. And the last time her and I filmed together, we were in Bali.
Yes.
Remember that?
And we were sweating
yeah.
and it was hot.
We decided to collab because I'm currently in Los Angeles. Yay. And so we're going to be upcycling old clothes, which is like one of my favorite things to do. And so basically, do you want to tell them what you did?
I was really sick of my closet. I just felt like I was not happy with it. So I decided to do a video with like previous to this one to like go through my closet and tips on like going through my closet. So I have like a whole pile of clothes over here that I'm getting rid of. So I thought, what better than to have Laura come over and help me do a DIY on how to make these clothes more fashionable and yeah, more stylish.
Yeah, and so she's also going to be doing a video on her channel. And what are you going to be doing?
I'm going to be doing how to distress band tees because I have like a whole stack of tees that are really boring and I want to make them more fun, and so she's going to help me do that.
Yeah, so definitely make sure to check out her video after this and subscribe to her channel because she is amazing. And yeah, I guess we should just get started.
Yeah,
let's do it.
Oh my gosh, we did that at the same time.
Okay, so the first thing that we are going to DIY is some plain tank tops.
Yes.
So you have these in your closet. So we have two different tank tops here. So this is just like a plain spaghetti strap one, and then I don't know what this is.
I know, it's very awkward. It's just like this white tank top, but it splits really funny.
Really high.
And it's not short enough. It just looks really awkward on, so I thought we could definitely make something much cuter out of this.
So for this one, I'm thinking if we cut off the bottom a little bit and then cut down the middle and tie it, it will make the tank top look like a brand new, like really cute crop top. And then this one, what I'm thinking, because it does kind of have these weird slit things in the side, what I want to do is possibly cut it off part way, and then we'll do another slit part way up the front, and then we can tie it. So it could be one of those cute front tie shirts. Okay, so this is the first tank top here, and what we are going to be doing is we want to take a little bit of chalk or something to outline it, but we're going to be cutting across here and then also up the middle. Okay, so the last step that you want to do is just cut down the middle. The biggest thing is you want to make sure you aren't cutting through the bottom of it, because that will then just be two pieces of a tank top and you won't be able to wear it at all. What I found helpful is if you go in a little bit, because the only problem with this is it is quite thick, and so tying it, you're gonna have too much of a scrunch. But if you cut up a little bit, it will be less material to tie, and then tying them together in a little knot, and it's gonna look something like this, but we'll show you guys what it looks like on.
I like this.
Okay, so we have our next tank top here, and we're going to be doing something kind of similar. And so as I mentioned, these already have slits on the side, so I think what we want to do is cut right across here, and then also another cut up the middle, so then we can tie these two pieces together. As you can see here, what I'm doing is I'm actually using the bottom of the tank top to use it as a measuring tape kind of straight across to make sure everything is going to be nice and aligned. And then now we're going to be taking our scissors and cutting it up. All right, so now that we have our two pieces cut, once again, you want to do this when it's on you, but basically we're just going to be taking the two pieces and we will tie those together. Okay, so moving on to the next two things, what do you have for me?
These are two sweatshirts that I had no idea what to do with. I never wore them, and they're not very stylish anymore.
Okay, so an idea that kind of comes to mind for this one is I'm thinking, because it already does have kind of a cut in it here, is we can cut it across right above where the pocket is, and make it a cropped sweater, but instead of keeping it just plain, which would kind of still keep it a bit boring, we can actually add like lace detailing to the bottom, which I've seen in some stores like Topshop and Forever 21. And it actually looks really cute and adds like a nice girly feel to it. And then for this one, so a big trend that I've seen going around is distressed. Obviously, like, distressed denim is a big thing, but people are now distressing t-shirts and sweaters and everything you can think of. So I'm thinking we will distress this a little bit to make it a bit like grungy, chic, and it reminds me of a sweater that I actually saw in Topshop, so I think this will be really good.
So for this sweatshirt, I'm going to cut right above this pocket. And so just like before, I'm going to fold from the bottom to give me a line.
You're doing great. Okay, so the next thing you want to do is grab some sort of lace. I picked this stuff up at the fabric store for around $1, and what we're going to be doing is attaching this to the inside of the sweater. We're going to be putting half the lace up the sweater, and then the bottom half will be hanging down. And the next step is then to take some sort of fabric glue. I have E6000 glue here, which works really well for my DIYs. So then we're just going to be sticking a little bit of the glue all the way down the lace. And I'm just putting a tiny little dot about every inch or so. You're also going to need to cut off the excess lace here, and then you'll just let this dry overnight and it will be good to wear in the morning.
Okay, so for this sweatshirt, I really wanted to just make it a little bit more trendy and stylish. So I was thinking we could boat neck it. So cut off the collar so that way it'll hang off the shoulder. So we'll take off this first and then crop it.
So when boat necking sweaters, the biggest thing you want to make sure is that it's not going to be too big of a hole.
Yeah.
So it's always better to cut less and then
stretch
try it on
or...
and stretch it out. Yeah. So we're really only going to be cutting a few inches away from the top of the sweater.
Okay.
Because you can stretch it out once it's on, as you mentioned. So the next step, since it's fine, but it's like still a little boring, is we're gonna just stress it a little bit. Okay, so we're just gonna be taking it and either using a knife or just like moving your scissors a lot, which actually is gonna just distress it a little bit anyways. Okay, so then the next step is to take your tweezers, and what you want to do is you want to just start pulling at the seams. And it's basically like you're trying to destroy the sweater.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so and this is the same way people distress jeans and everything. You just kind of pull at the seams and make it really messy.
Been away way longer than I'm used to. You started hanging with a new crew. Talking to my friends like that's something that I'm used to. I never cashed else, I just wanted him to lose you. Damn.
Okay, so the last thing that we have is this really boring, like, light pink, almost white jean jacket, and it's almost too clean cut, so I never wear it because it just doesn't feel right. So I saw a jacket in LF the other day, and it was like almost like $400, and I was just like, okay, I can't do it.
Yeah.
So I thought when we were doing this collab that it'd be cool to like do something like that and like transform it into that jacket.
So we're gonna make this jacket look something like this photo, which I have seen in a ton of stores recently. It's definitely a huge trend going on right now, and it's just gonna make the jacket look more fun. Okay, so this is the jacket that we are going to be distressing, and so there's a bunch of different ways that we can do it. So we have some scissors, we also have a razor, and we have some X-Acto knives, and basically you just want to have fun with it. You can attack it. I always thought distressing denim was quick until I did it, and I was like, nope, that does actually take a while. Cut it across, and this part really does not matter if it's straight at all because all these seams will actually end up coming out. The next step with this is, once again, you want to take your tweezers, and we are just going to start pulling out the thread.
Yep, this is time consuming. We'll definitely add some needed texture to this.
So as you're doing that, I'm gonna start on another part of the jacket. And so this time we're gonna be using the razor, and you can put a piece of wood or something hard underneath here, but basically you wanna just start shaving away at the jacket. The only thing with this is you don't have as much control over this. You know exactly what thread is coming out and how it's gonna look. Another thing you can do as well is use some sandpaper. We don't have sandpaper right now, so I won't be showing you guys that, but that is also another thing that does something similar to the razor. And then you can also use an X-Acto knife as well. So if you have anywhere that you want to make the hole a little bit bigger, you can just take that and start working at the hole and basically just rub it until all the seams kind of start falling away. Alright guys, so that is it for the video. I really hope that you guys enjoyed watching it, and of course make sure to go check out Angelique's video. I will leave it linked down below, and I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!